Welcome to Bayou Time. I'm Jacob Dagate, and it's now my pleasure to introduce Lafourche Parish District Attorney Kristine Russell. Thank you very much for joining us, Ms. Russell.
Thank you so much for having me. I greatly appreciate it.
All right, and first I wanted to commend you and congratulate you on being reelected to the Louisiana District Association Board of Directors, the LDAA as we call it. Can you tell me what that means to you and what you think of that position?
Absolutely. Last year when I was asked if I would be willing, once nominated, to serve on the board, I thought it was truly an honor, as a new district attorney, to be able to serve on that board, to represent the district attorneys throughout our state, to have a voice in our state capitol when session comes around. For me, was such an honor, and I thought it was an important thing for our parish as well. Every part of our parish is so different, whether it's the southern part of the state, whether it's the northern part of the state. We're so different. We all have different concerns. And so to be able to have a voice for our parish, our neighboring parishes, to be able to bring that to the board and to make sure that things that were important to us and to our neighboring parishes were addressed as well, I thought was extremely important. So it was an honor, and it was an honor to be asked again to serve on that board and to be elected to do so. And so I'm looking forward to another year of serving on the board, serving with some great men and women from around the state, and of course, again, being that voice for our parish.
Okay, and now in regards to the District Attorney Association itself, what do you see as its main mission or its main goals and purpose that it has?
Yeah, we have an amazing executive director, Lauren Lambert. He's been there for a couple years, and he's amazing. We have Steve Tew from the 4th Judicial District, who'll be our president this year. We have Bridget Denvo, district attorney in St. John the Baptist Parish, and we have a great group of board members. I think our overall purpose is to serve the mission of district attorneys across the state, which is justice. The board comes together almost monthly to discuss things that are going around the state, issues that we're having, and to make sure that we stay in constant contact with other agencies, whether it be law enforcement, whether it be our local senators and representatives, to make sure that they're hearing our concerns. And then, of course, when session comes around, we want to make sure that we have a voice for our district attorneys when it comes to bills being passed, laws being changed. And so it's a very important association. I think, we're that association that speaks for our victims. We want to be the voice for victims. We want to make sure at the end of the day that when things are changed in our laws, that we, again, give them that voice. And so I think it's an extremely important association. I think it's powerful. I think you want to have representatives who are looking out for communities, for the protection of our citizens, and that's really what that association will do. And so, again, I'm so proud to serve on that board, and I've sitting amongst the men and women who've been doing it for a much longer time than me. I'm learning a lot. I know Mr. Waite served on that board before as well and did a fabulous job. So hopefully I can do a good job as well.
I'm sure you'll do fine and represent this area well. We just went through a session in the legislature. Can you tell us, about were you involved with any specific bills, or were there any big issues that the District Attorneys Association got involved with this past year?
They were involved in almost every aspect of that session. It was a very heated session. So I know we had representatives that went back and forth to that Capitol almost on a daily basis. I serve as co-chair for the state on the Louisiana Human Sex Trafficking Commission. And so we were very active as well, making sure that we pushed through any legislation that needed to go through in regards to human sex trafficking. We still meet, and we were meeting all year in regards to that. So of course, that was extremely important to me to make sure that those bills went through the way that we needed them to. And so we met a lot on that. I love serving on that commission. There's some amazing people around the state who truly are advocates for our victims of human sex trafficking. And so I've learned a lot while serving on that commission, and serving as co-chair has been truly an honor. But truly, the District Attorneys Association is at that Capitol almost every day, depending on what bills are going through, talking to their representatives. We were all texting a lot, our representatives and senators, when things would come up at the last minute, maybe changes being made, to make sure they understood where we stood on certain bills and certain things that we're going through.
Okay. Now, throughout the state, or throughout the country, I should say, that there's been a movement, I guess, for some progressive DAs out there, as they like to call them, which you know, are kind of, I guess you could say, soft on crime, some would say. But have you seen that? I know the LDA represents, you know, all the district attorneys. Have you seen more and more of that coming in through the DAs throughout the state, or is that just something that's pretty much, you know, outside of Louisiana?
That's a great question. As progressive to me and what I've seen throughout the state with our district attorneys is truly taking a look at whether or not there are programs that we can offer to victims and defendants that maybe the state can't offer when it comes to drug abuse, when it comes to mental health. When it comes to being soft on crime, that is not a trend in the district attorneys throughout the state. There's an amazing balance that I see where we have conversations about how do you help people that really truly need help, and then how you put the really bad guys away. Is that progressive? I don't think that is really what the nation's looking at it as being progressive, but I think there's a human touch now to district attorneys where we really truly look at the people and see that how can we help people to get in the right path. The rest of the defendants, the guys who are really bad, the violent people, I think we all have a general consensus that we got to put them away to keep our parishes and our people safe. And so I don't see what we're seeing across the country here in Louisiana.
All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us. And we'd like to, you know, again, congratulate you for being reelected to the LDAA board. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
All right. Stay tuned for more right here on HTV.